Hi Libra, my name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your annual yearly new moon forecast. I'm going to be drawing 12 cards representing one each month for each new moon, and I'll be interpreting the tarot as well, and we'll see what happens for the year. I'm also going over some astrology as well that I noted. Libra, January, Nine of Swords reversed. February, the Fool reversed. March, Three of Cups reversed. April, Queen of Swords reversed. That could be you, Libra. Let's see. May, the Emperor. Now we're getting there. June, Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Because even reversed, that's a good card. Okay. Oh. July, Chariot reversed. August, yes, the Magician. Okay. September, that's your vacation time right there. Four of Swords, September. October, Page of Pentacles. November, the Hierophant. These cards really like this glass. I could barely pick them up. The Seven of Cups for December. Okay. Libra. I'm so used to my other cards. These don't have the same traction. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck by Bill Greer and Lloyd Morgan. So, Libra, what's up here? You're going to start January. January 27th is the new moon. That's when I'm posting these. You're coming out of some period of strife. The Nine of Swords upright is tension and feeling stuck. But to have it reversed, it's to say, look, you're starting this year releasing the stress or what was binding you, what was keeping you stuck. Maybe some of you came to a really strong decision because the swords rule the mind, and you let go of something. You let yourself out of those restraints. I'm going to just use some blue goldstone on that and putting some turquoise on the Magician. I like to use my crystals also when I read. And for clarity in the Seven of Cups, clear quartz. Okay, so coming out of this period of, letting yourself free, like letting yourself kind of off the hook, going into the Fool. Now, February, it doesn't surprise me this is reversed. That's our eclipse period. So everything gets a little upside down when that occurs. So the Fool is brand new beginnings. And some of you in the new year had initiated something brand new and took a risk. You see the little dog at his feet? He's packed his bags. He's taken a leap of faith. The Fool is the first card in the tarot, so it's initiating the deck, and it's saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this move. And he's excited about it, but it's upside down. Maybe you're thinking in February, was this the right thing? Because the eclipses occur, and that calls for shakeups and maybe some internal processing and changes. And on February 10th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse at 22 degrees of Leo in your 11th house of connections, social connections, friendships, goals, support, clubs, affiliations. So you're assessing all that, and maybe some of that is upside down. Maybe your 11th house of goals is saying, should I have taken that risk? This is definitely a risk, and taking a journey and going out on an adventure. But you might be reassessing that internally, I guess, in February, second month. And on the 26th of February, we have our new moon solar eclipse at 8 degrees of Pisces in the 6th house of health. So what I want to say, Libra, watch your health and maintain the well-being, physical fitness, diet, all of that. You might start something new around that time as far as incorporating that into your health. This might insist upon it. You might either get something, become aware of something from a doctor that, you need to watch your blood pressure or salt intake, whatever. Maybe you're getting physical and something is brought to your attention here, and a new routine is eclipsed into the picture. A new routine could be eclipsed in from this move, from releasing yourself and taking this risk too. We'll see how it applies. Everybody, it's going to be different. It can't be the same for every Libra. So in the month of March, you have the Three of Cups reversed. Now this is the card of children, siblings, support, connection, friendship. So maybe some of you have two other sisters and yourself, or 3 children. Now it's reversed, which is saying not everything is 100% okay in that area. Maybe some of your siblings aren't getting along entirely in March. And March is a very strong, feisty, fiery month. It is our cardinal ingress on March 20th. It starts Aries, the number one energy in a number one numerology year. And March is our first month on the zodiac wheel. It's a number one month in a number one year. You won't see that for 9 more years. But it also creates a feisty dynamic. And maybe your children aren't getting along, or maybe they're not getting along with you, or something to that effect, or your siblings, or your friendships that are connected. But I have a feeling I'm getting a connection here that it has to do with this card as well. These 3 cards, actually, and maybe even a little bit of this. See how the first 4 are upside down? These children or siblings are affected by this woman, this card. The Queen of Swords is an air sign. This is either a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Maybe this is you. Maybe your children are affected by you, or maybe your sisters. This is the one that's not getting along, this air sign one. It's gonna be hard to interpret this for everyone, but I'm getting a bunch of messages at once, actually. I'm getting a scenario that could be for siblings. The air sign sibling who is similar to you but is not you is the one not connecting with everyone in the month of March. And maybe from this time period, that things need to be smoothed over after you took this risk with these friends or children because of this energy. The Queen of Swords, she is smart, but upside down, she is calculated. She's very, doesn't have everyone's best interest at heart, but just hers. Upright, she's sharp-tongued, cold, usually kind of single, or maybe she's just doesn't have too many children or any children at all. She's independent, great with communication. But this way, she's an air sign that is causing some stress, is the word. Stress, strife with the swords in your relationships with your friends or your children or your siblings. And it's ever since this move or adjustment. So the new moon in March on the 27th could see something emotionally discussed about this. Now, April, we're going to have a Mercury retrograde, and you could be reviewing your connection with this person, this air sign female, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or perhaps this is you not really feeling the connection with these people. But in April, on the 9th, Mercury retrogrades through May 3rd in your 7th house of relationships and intimacy, 8th house of intimacy, because it retrogrades in Taurus and goes back into Aries. So you're analyzing or reviewing in April the connection with this person or yourself in regards to this situation. And the new moon in April is on the 26th at 6 degrees of Taurus. So perhaps around that time frame, you're taking some action on that conversation or thought process. And I say those because swords rules conversation, thinking, the air, the communication. Now I love this. In May, you've got the Emperor. A lot of you Librans are your own boss, or you're working on your own authority here. The Emperor is looking back at this situation, though. You see how he's reviewing that? You're really assessing this connection in the time frame of May, but you have complete control. If you're in a relationship with this person, you're the ruler. This would represent someone you're seeing or connected with through family. Now the Emperor is taking action, ruled by Mars, has the energy of a leader, leadership. And in May, the new moon is on the 25th, 4 degrees of Gemini. Maybe you're looking back on the past to gain from it, is what I want to say. To gain from what you've gone through. In June, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. It's great money, but it suggests it's not the happy family that you might have thought it was going to be. This is a card of family happiness and all the support financially that you wanted between the girl and the man, the woman and the man. But reversed is saying, you know, you're not connecting with this card. His back is to it. Maybe it's not what you thought it would be. It's not one big happy family or something like that. Or you have the riches because this is still financially abundant. That didn't change, but something isn't the way you thought it was going to be, is what I want to say. Now, the new moon in June is on the 23rd, and that's in Cancer, 2 degrees of Cancer. You might be emotionally invested or connected and want to solve this situation halfway through the year. July, though, not all the information has come across yet with the Chariot reversed. This upright is Mercury, it's also the sign of Cancer in the Tarot. Things coming full speed ahead. The Chariot's moving forward. But upside down, it's saying it's not. You're still sitting in this. These cards are now upside down again. You're waiting for this period right here. You're waiting for some clear signs. You want signs or direction to make sure you're doing the right thing, is what I'm getting. The new moon in July is just like June, the 23rd. And that is at 0 degrees of Leo. So it's a time of action, but you're still trying to gather all the information. You're on a little bit of a hiatus. You could vacation in this month, but it's upside down. There's travel, but it's not going to be smooth. This is more like travel, and this is a great vacation month. But travel might come up because they want to travel, or she wants to travel, or he wants to travel. But I wouldn't recommend it, even though it could just be a little bit hairy. Maybe they're not all getting along. Maybe your family isn't getting along, is what I'm getting. Now, August, the Magician. This is eclipse month, which is very powerful. So, of course, you get this major arcana card. And this is also a Mercury retrograde month. So, eclipse, eclipse. And the Magician has all the tools that he needs in front of him. The cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand. The infinity symbol rests above his head to suggest he's now fully downloaded all of this information that he's been waiting for. He now figured it all out. He knows it all. In August, you know what you need to do. And on the 7th, we have a full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius in your 5th house of true love and romance. So the full moon could see an ending because it's closure or something coming to an end. Maybe this energy coming to an end in the 5th house of children as well. Full moon eclipse saying you now know what you need to do in the 5th house of children or the 5th house of romance with this person. Interesting. Because you have power here, Libra. Emperor, Magician, major arcana cards, a lot of power behind them. Spiritual power and physical power. So it's time for you to make this decision. And I think you do throughout this review in August. Mercury is retrograding on the 12th at 11 degrees of Virgo. Back through Libra until September 5th in the 12th house of the subconscious mind and decisions, what you need to do, what you're thinking about. Then we have another eclipse. On the 21st, your new moon solar eclipse at the exact degree in which Mercury just went direct at 28 degrees of Leo. That is some science. That's profound shit right there. Because what Mercury just literally had you review until 28 degrees of Leo in the area of the 12th house, this major thing you've been investing in since back here, the 12th house, the closure of last year. Then the new moon eclipse occurs at the exact degree of the end of this retrograde, 28 degrees of Leo, to say, boom, here's my new decision from assessing all of this stuff in the retrograde. It's amazing, actually. So if you know your natal chart and you know where you hold 28 degrees of Leo, that is an extremely poignant position of what this is all wrapped up in and where you're deciding things. Well, maybe not all of this, but all of this stuff. But yeah, I do think it's related. It's a flow of a reading. But I love this because you're feeling like, look, I know it now. But I do think you make your verbal statement about this in the time frame of September, because Mercury goes direct now on the 5th. September, you have the swords, 4 of swords, rest. Now you've spoken your mind and now you can rest. You said what you wanted to say, communication, air, and now you can lay down with it. Take a nap. Take a nap, Libra. All right, 4 of swords, rest, recuperation. You got it out of your system. You broke the spell. Oh, okay, I have the goosebumps because that's not normally what I say at all. Oh, and I'm shaking. That's not normally what I say at all when I interpret this card, and I just heard you broke the spell. Maybe this one had a spell on you here, this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Or maybe it has to do with this transition in the beginning of the year and adjusting with your siblings or children or friends. And now you've broken it. You're either good with it or you're just going to be done with it and you're going to say your piece and you're going to recuperate and rest. Now, New moon in September is on the 20th, and that's at 27 degrees of Virgo, ruled by Mercury, which rules the swords. You have to say something this month in September and then rest because you feel you got it all out of your system. Interesting. Now, in October, you have Page of Pentacles reversed. Someone's bringing you some news, but it's a little bit delayed here. This is also suggesting that you appreciate your surroundings and the property, and maybe some of you downgraded here since it's reversed. Appreciate your surroundings and the property that you have. Look forward. See, he's reversed for a reason. He's looking in that direction. If he were this way, he'd be upright, but he'd still be looking back into this stuff. So they want you moving on, I think, moving forward. And be happy with what you have. See the vista, see his trees and the mountains and the pine. Maybe you're going to a cabin. Maybe you're taking a little bit of a view, a break, and seeing a different view. Recuperate, rest, take care of yourself. Protect your health and well-being. Now, October, new moon, on the 19th, 26 degrees of Libra. This is your new moon in this month. Maybe it'd be good for you to go away, but protect your health. Commit to your diet. Commit to your regimen. But appreciate your surroundings. Maybe your surroundings are different than they were here. See how they're both facing this way? This is a card of moving or movement and taking a risk. And now he's doing it again here. It could be correlated. I was drawn to say it. Now in November, you have the Hierophant reversed. Maybe some of you needed therapy this year. And this is one of those reverse cards, so I think it's connected to this up here. Relationship, children, siblings. What did you learn in therapy? And now this is a guru, a guide. When the student is ready, the master appears. So pay attention and remember what you learned, Libra, because I think that this is referring to what you already learned. And I think some of you went to therapy. You're going to be okay. Of course you are. Now, in November, on the 18th, we have our new moon at 26 degrees of Scorpio. If you wanted to initiate conversation with counsel or someone you trust, someone you can learn from, that'd be the time to do it. I put clear quartz on December because this is the card of the Seven of Cups. There's one thing that you haven't seen yet. Something's missing. You've seen everything. I love this card. It's a card of mystery. But something's hidden that you have to see behind this mask, and it's maybe driving you a little bit crazy. That you know everything, but you just don't know this. And you've got to know what it is. You're ending the month the year very curious, Libra. And you do that well because you're one of the smarter signs. The air signs are the most brilliant. They rule the mind. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, but you've got to know you're very curious. And the Seven of Cups is an emotional connection. And it is intuition and the guidance and tools. In December, on the 18th, we have our new moon at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. And that month, we're also having a retrograde. On the 2nd of December, Mercury retrogrades at 29 degrees of Sagittarius through the 22nd, going direct at 13 degrees of Sag, conjunct Saturn in your third house of communications. You might need to know something and you might express this. Does anything look familiar on this card or resonate with you? Look at the imagery, and perhaps there's something in there that you could see to connect with. I feel like you're going into 2018 completely releasing a lot of this, and you're ready to now be curious, to not know everything, to not have everything figured out. You're going with the air of mystery. You don't want to know everything every morning when you wake up is going to be the same. It's like Groundhog's Day. I think you want, by the end of the year, I'm thinking you're going towards what excites you, what's yet to be seen. What's yet to be seen, Scorpio? I love this. I'm wishing you a beautiful year. I'm sorry, not Scorpio, Libra. I know I'm reading Libra. I'm just thinking of that Scorpio new moon. I'm wishing you a sweet year, Libra. I wanted to give you this annual reading. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.